And here with us now is Randy Erwin, the president of the National Federation of Federal Employees, which represents more than 100,000 government employees across many different government agencies and departments. Randy, thank you so much for being with us. And I do want to note, you've called this resignation deal, this buyout, a scam. You've warned federal workers against taking it. Tell us why.
What this administration is describing as the deal they're offering is not the deal they're offering when you read what the contract says. They're making it sound like federal workers are going to be put on administrative leave and paid till the end of September. There's no guarantee of that. They're probably going to have to continue working. So that we're opposed to it. All of the union attorneys have looked at it. There's a consensus among them. And who are you going to believe? You going to believe this administration that is dead set against federal employees and has said they just want to get rid of them, or are you going to listen to people who represent them?
So OPM sent out a follow-up memo Tuesday. It says effectively, if the Trump administration backtracks on the buyout deal, which is something that I've heard from federal workers, something that concerns them, quote, an employee would be entitled to request a rescission of his or her resignation, but there's a sample buyout agreement that states that only an agency head has the discretion to rescind the agreement. It's not subject to review in any forum, and an employee, quote, forever waives and will not pursue through any judiciary, administrative, or other process or any other action related to the offer, any action related to the offer. Has OPM made clear the apparent contradiction of that language and its memo?
No, it has not made it clear. And, you know, they can try to backtrack and try to give some assurances, but nothing's going to change the fact that everything they're doing here with this resignations has not been authorized by Congress. And it is just very clearly a bad deal for federal employees.
So what do you make of the fact a lot of people are taking it, a lot of people are not? We need to be very clear, but some people are taking this agreement, 50,000 according to the Trump administration. They're saying that's up from 40,000 last night. There's still a deadline of tonight.
Sure.
What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm disappointed that any percentage is taking it. So what are they up to? 2.5% of the federal workforce? You know, they really need to think. It is very clear from this that they don't care about the services, the critical services that federal workers offer and deliver for federal employees. We were just talking about wildland firefighters. What if half of those wildland firefighters that battled that blaze out in California that we represent, what if they had walked off the job, or not, taken an early resignation? They're gone. We don't have the people to put out those fires. That fire would have been made considerably worse. Those are the stakes if we don't have the workforce to deliver these services for the people.
When you look, especially on social media, at the caricatures of federal employees, a lot of people don't associate, say, some of those wildland firefighters with federal employees. Sure. They're surprised to learn what some of them do, and they're portrayed as kind of lazy freeloaders off the government. What do you make of that caricature, where that comes from, the work that may have not been done to defeat that?
Yeah, look, it's done on purpose. It's done for not good reasons, but federal workers provide people. I'll tell you what they are. Okay, only 13% are here in Washington. 87% are spread throughout the country doing critical services, keeping our military ready, caring for our veterans, guaranteeing our homeland security, clean air, clean water, safe borders, all of those things. And they do it at great efficiency to the American people. The people who are giving a wrongful impression that they're bureaucrats in Washington, lazy, they don't know what they're talking about, they're ill-informed, or they're lying to people on purpose.
Who do you think, which agencies do you think are going to be hurt the most by an exodus of federal employees?
Well, you're going to see the most in DOD because of the size of it. It's about 1/3 of the federal government, 700,000 people. Number two is Department of Veterans Affairs. Because of these initiatives by this administration, veterans it is just sad and criminal what's going to happen to veterans in this country. If this Doge wanted to cut 75% of the federal workforce, if we lost 75% of the VA workforce, we would no longer make good on the agreement that we make to care for people in our military when they get out. And it's just really a sad situation.
Randy, we are still very much in the middle of this. We appreciate you coming in to speak with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.